Hi guys. Today we are going to do a writing activity, okay? Now we're only going to do this if you are done with your heart map from yesterday. So if you are not done with decorating your writing notebook, you need to finish that. If you are done with that, then you need to make sure you are done with your heart map. If you're not done with one of those things, I need for you to leave this video and finish those things, and then you do not even have to do this assignment because I need for you to finish those things before you do this, okay? So if you're not done with those things, don't even worry about this right now and just click out of this video and go work on your heart map or your decorating your writing notebook. But if you are done with both of those things, then we're going to do a quick little writing activity today, and we're just going to write about something in our heart map. So I would like for you to make sure that you have your heart map out, and I want you to look at it. Okay, so I'm looking at mine right now, and you're also looking at mine too because it's on the screen. And you're going to pick one of the topics that you have a lot to say about from your heart map. Okay, it needs to be something that you have a story about, or you have a lot to say about it. You're not just going to tell me, I like ice cream, my favorite flavor is strawberry. And that's going to be it. Now, if you pick ice cream, then I want you to make sure maybe you have a story about one time you went to go get ice cream with your family or your friends. So I need for you to pick something that you really like and something that you have a story about. So the thing that I'm going to pick is traveling because I have a lot of stories about traveling. So when you have picked your topic that you want to write about, then I need for you to give your writing a title. And I'm picking traveling. So I think a good title would be My Adventure. So I'm going to write that on my paper. And I'm going to put the title right here at the top. Notice how I capitalized each word in my title. I capitalized the M in my, and I capitalized the A in adventure. Your title words have to be capitalized. I am also going to write the date in the corner. Now, the day that I'm filming this, it is September 3rd, but for you, it will be September 4th. So I'm going to write 9-3-20 up at the corner. That is very important because when we look back at our writing throughout the year, you'll be able to know what day you did your writing on, okay? So we have a title and we have a date. I want you to pause this video and give your piece of writing a title and put the date at the top. For you, it would be 9-4-20. So pause this video now, and then you can replay it when you are ready to go. All right, I'm assuming that you have your title written down and the date written down at the top. Perfect. Now we're going to just write. We're just going to do a free write, which means I want you to take all of your thoughts in your brain and just spill them out on the paper. Okay, good writers they don't always have to make sure everything is perfect the first time. Okay, writing is full of just getting your ideas out on paper. Okay, I have a lot of ideas in my head about traveling, and I have a lot of stories, and you might have a lot of stories about your topic too. But I'm just going to talk about one time when I traveled to Ireland. Okay, so I'm going to write about my adventure in Ireland, and I am just going to spill all of my ideas out on the paper. I'm not going to care about paragraphs right now. I'm not going to care about transition words. All I'm worrying about is getting my thoughts down and capitalizing letters of sentences, the first letter of a sentence, and also putting a period at the end. That's all I'm worried about right now. Okay? So I might say, I'm going to tell you about the time I traveled to Ireland. So I'm going to write that down right now. And feel free to skip lines if you want to. So And you might need a few minutes to brainstorm your ideas. Perfect. So I have my first sentence. I'm going to tell you about the time I traveled to Ireland. Now I'm just going to say some things I did there. Okay. I went horseback riding in the mountains. And this doesn't even need to be your best handwriting right now. I mean, I want you to be able to read it, but you just spilling your thoughts out on your paper, okay? It doesn't have to be perfect right now. I went horseback riding in the mountains. Let's see, even I need some time to brainstorm and think of my next idea. I went horseback riding in the mountains. I went shopping at some cool stores. I walked across a bridge. Actually, it was a rope bridge. So I walked across a rope bridge with water underneath. So I was walking across a bridge that went from one mountain to the other mountain, and I walked across to get to one from the other, and it was across ocean. Okay, so it had the water underneath of me. It was kind of scary, but also very awesome. I walked across the rope bridge with water under me, and I visited a very old castle. Perfect. I just said everything I want. Now I'm just continuing to get all the ideas in my brain onto my piece of paper. My favorite part was horseback riding. Because my fiance and I, Mr. Petrov, were the only ones there. So that means that we had a tour guide, and then it was just us. There was no other visitors, which was a really cool experience for me. So that's what I'm kind of writing down right now. It was so beautiful. And we saw a lot of wildlife. And then if I have any more thoughts, I can write them down. But I think I'm actually done. I'm just going to say I had a blast in Ireland. And I'm going to finish that sentence with an exclamation point because it's very exciting. Perfect. So that is just my free write about my adventure to Ireland. So this is what it looks like. Okay, notice how my handwriting could be a lot neater. But you know what? Remember what I said. I don't care if your handwriting is not the neatest it could possibly be right now because you're just getting your ideas out on a piece of paper, and that's all I want from you. So I'm going to read you my finished piece of writing. Its title says, My Adventure. I'm going to tell you about the time I traveled to Ireland. I went horseback riding in the mountains. I went shopping at some cool stores. I walked across a rope bridge with water underneath me. And I visited a very old castle. My favorite part was horseback riding because my fiance and I were the only ones there. It was so beautiful, and we saw a lot of wildlife. I had a blast in Ireland. Perfect. You know what? If you want to write down more or less than me, I don't care. I just want you to make sure that you're getting all of your thoughts in your brain out on a piece of paper. You could have a story maybe about swimming with your cousin. You could have a story about going to Target with your mom. Okay? You could have a story about something that you did with your family. Maybe you went to the movies with your family and you want to write about that. You could write about a time you cooked dinner with your mom or went to the zoo for a class field trip. Okay? It can be about anything on your heart map. I just want you to make sure you have a lot to say about that so you're not sitting there when you're writing and you just like, I don't know what to write. Okay, I don't want that. I want you to have lots of ideas about things on your heart map. Okay? So whatever topic you choose, you're just going to do this kind of like I did. And that's it. That's it for the day. Okay? And then if you do this activity, I would love if you could take a picture of it and upload it to Seesaw so that way I can take a look at it. And remember, when you're taking a picture, make sure that you can read it. Okay? So this would be a good picture like this to take because I can definitely read that. You don't want to stand all the way back here because you can't read it from all the way back here, can you? Okay? So I hope you guys have fun with this activity, and we will be doing lots more writing activities, not tomorrow because tomorrow's Saturday, on Tuesday because we do not have school on Monday in honor of Labor Day. So I will see you guys later and have fun writing. Bye.